By SSVEC welcomes you to the play-in game. A trip to the playoffs is happening live here in Willcox as the Willcox Cowboys take on the Kingman Academy Tigers. Kingman Academy here in the top of the first is batting number 16. Riley Otto swings and misses off the pitch by Jahir Reyes. It's a tale of two teams, as Willcox High School won 5 of their last 6 to secure the number 13 seed, and Kingman Academy lost 4 of their last 5, getting the 20 seed. 1 ball, 2 strikes now as that pitch goes high from Jahir to Riley. Thank you to all of our sponsors who are making this coverage possible. We'll talk more about them as this game goes along. That is high, evens a count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That fastball blazing fast off the arm of Jahir. So Willcox High School finish. Well, that was a swing and a miss and a foul tip, but fantastic season for Willcox to get them here. Kingman Academy finished 11-8, 6-4 in the 2A West. So this is the 2A play-in game, one of 8 play-in games that are happening right now across the state of Arizona in the 2A. As the 2-2 pitch goes high. Wow, after starting 0-2, the count has run full 3-2 to the leadoff hitter. Kingman Academy wearing their blue jerseys with white numbers on the back. Willcox wearing their white jerseys with the red arms. The red shirts underneath. Gets him swinging, and that will land just over the head of the first baseman. Almost an infield single by Riley Otto on a full count. Takes the base. The leadoff hitter is aboard. As that brings up, I believe that's number 4, Baylor Short. Yes, that is for the Kingman Academy Tigers. And when you've lost 4 of your last 5 coming into this game, that throw goes wild past the first baseman. So just like that, Kingman Academy has Riley Otto in scoring position. So a wild throw to first base. Baylor Short in the batter's box for Kingman Academy. No, they're going to say foul ball because it ended up hitting home plate before it went out. So 0-1 count. Remember, Jahir Reyes was ahead 0-2 to Riley Otto, who now stands on second base. Ran the count full. Had a blooper single. That changeup is in for strike 2. Nice breaking pitch. Jahir looks back, and the pitch, that goes a little bit high in the zone. Only 2 umpires for a play-in game, a home plate umpire and a field umpire. For a game that has so much on the line. A trip to the playoffs. High chopper to third, throws over to first, and the bouncer does not get there. Riley will round third and head home. It is 1-0 Kingman Academy on the error throw by Jahir to first base when Riley was standing on first. And then the overthrow to first, or underthrow to first, scores Riley Otto from second. It's 1-0 Kingman Academy. As Pax McFadden gets to the plate. Baylor Short is standing on second. No outs here in the top of the first. That's called strike right at the knees. To Pax. Swing and a miss. I believe that is the third straight batter that has started 0-2. But Kingman Academy certainly knows how to work their way out of a pitching jam. Well, a hitting jam from the opposing pitcher. That goes low, gets past the catcher. Advances Baylor short to third. He rounds it, looks home. A lot of room behind that catcher if that ball slips by. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jahir Short with the full windup. Excuse me, Jahir Reyes with the full windup. Baylor Short on third. Pax McFadden in the batter's box at 2-2. Watches that go outside, runs it full again with no outs. A runner on third. It's already 1-0. Kingman Academy here in the top of the first. Kingman off to a hot start. Fouls it away, hangs in there. Kingman Academy just barely above 500 in that 2A West. 6-4, swing and a miss. The first out of the game comes via a K from Jahir Reyes. That strikeout powered by SSVEC, serving our community. Gavin Hopper steps into the batter's box as Baylor Short standing on third. That breaking pitch goes high. Ball 1. That's a grounder to third. Tries to get the player at home, and a great throw home. They're going to get him in a pickle, and they tag out the lead runner. But a heads-up play by Gavin Hopper gets him to second base. So with 2 down, Kingman Academy still has a runner in scoring position. But a great job by Brian Cuevas at third to nail the runner at home, get him in a pickle, and ultimately tag him out for the second out here in the top of the first. That is fouled off the bat of number 35, Johnny Romero. Unfortunately, Max Preps does not have the grade of every single player for Kingman Academy. Jahir Reyes listed as a junior. Again, ahead 0-2. That fastball was coming in hot off the hand of Reyes. So runner on second, 2 down, 0-2 count from the stretch. Jahir. Called strike 3. And that will retire the side. Kingman Academy leaves 1 on, gets 1 across, and we head to the bottom of the first. And we'll see how Willcox answers in just a moment after a word from our sponsors like SSVEC, powering our live stream youth sports coverage all year long, serving our community. Thank you to the MORSE Automotive Group in Sierra Vista. All of Sierra Vista and Cochise County is backed by MORSE. Thanks to American Southwest Credit Union. They're fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes. They know that sports like this, high school sports, builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. At ASCU, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender, American Southwest Credit Union, right down the road off this little street called I-10 there in Benson. Thank you to TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you to Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC, the Doggo Lotto Turf Box sponsors. They have pioneered a visionary approach of customer-centric service. You can find them online at prestigesierravista.com. Vista Pros, heating and cooling, proud supporters of our local athletes and the community we call home. Local, reliable, professional, Vista Pros, heating and cooling. Thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors and Cameron and the team over there, where the caregivers are seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations. You can find them at southern-arizona-shs.com. The phone number is also in the post description as well. Thank you to Jeff Rose and his team at Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran supports, and community fundraising events. Visit desertrvcenter.com. On the mound for Kingman Academy is Pax McFadden. At Corn-Fed Colossus on the mound for this 2A West school, taking on the 2A South Willcox High School. Leading off is the pitcher, Jahir Reyes, the junior. Checks his swing, holds back, ball. So Jahir looking to get off to a hot start. Pax with a full windup. The fastball goes high. 2-0. Nice overcast day. That's a line drive into center field. Jahir Reyes with a leadoff single for the Willcox Cowboys. On a 2-0 pitch, driving it right into center. And that'll bring up Brian Cuevas, the third baseman. Another junior, the present and future of this Willcox Cowboys baseball team. A trip to the playoffs starting May 8th is on the line. A chance to win a state championship. Now the coach coming out to talk to the home plate umpire, have a word. From the dugout. As that pitch low and away. Looked pretty good from here either way. 1-1 count. Chatter from the Willcox dugout. Runner on first. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Goes over the top of it. A 1-2 count. As they want Brian to battle. Pax from the stretch. Low. Evens a count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the number 2 hitter. They're holding the runner on, but Pax is not even thrown over to first base. And that is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Tucker Stanback up next, a sophomore for Willcox. 1 down, 1 on. It says it's 78 degrees. Feels maybe a little cooler than that with a breeze coming from first base to third base, kind of across the field. Kind of in our faces from where we're standing here on the third baseline. Giving you the best view possible. Runner goes. They throw down. Throw is way late. Jahir stole that base. Runner in scoring position for Willcox. 2 balls, no strikes to Tucker. Ty in the on-deck circle. That goes low. 3-0. Hitter's pitch coming to Tucker. Do you give him the green light is the question. Base hit will tie this game. And he watches it all the way, taking all the way. Strike one. The third base coach says he's got to come at you twice, so I think he had the freedom to swing if he wanted to. Bless you, John. And that is going to be ball four, low and away. 2 on, 1 down for Willcox here in the bottom of the first. And Ty Shule steps into the batter's box for the first time today. This game started just before 4 o'clock, so getting underway just before the opening pitch was scheduled. Glad we got here, and John Berger behind the camera did a great job setting everything up. That's a breaking pitch across the strike zone, 0-1. Open. Swing and a miss. Pax ahead in the count, 0-2. Open. Short. Open. Short. And that is a swinging strike 3, right at the numbers. 2 down, 2 on. Anthony Morales taking his first at-bat in this game here in the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Kingman Academy. Not to be confused with Kingman High School. Kingman High School is a 3A school. Kingman Academy is the 2A. Wow, that breaking pitch way out in front. Pax is really finding his stride here with 2 on. That breaking pitch gets away from him. Low and away. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nonetheless, it's a beautiful day for baseball here in Willcox, Arizona. Stone's throw from the I-10 corridor. And they're saying that was low. 2-1. The scoreboard operator is doing a fantastic job thus far in this game. And swing and a miss. Again, deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. Anthony Morales waiting for the pitch from Pax. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The strikeout gets Kingman Academy out of the inning. Willcox strands 2. We'll head to the top of the second after a word from these sponsors. Thank you so much to all of our sports sponsors making this coverage possible, like our good friends over at Berean Academy, a proud sponsor of all of our local sports. Berean Academy, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Thank you to our good friends over at Stan Greer Millwork, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning 40 years with offices in Tucson and on South Highway 92 out in Hereford, just south of Sierra Vista. Discover more at StanGreerMillworks.com and pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. Thank you to the Doggo Lotto, the world's #1 shelter dog game show every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time, except for yesterday when it was on at 3 p.m., I believe. Dan can let me know. They had to move it for a couple different things that were going on, but you can fetch your lucky numbers for free at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. I believe the Doggo Lotto will be up to around $450 in cash and prizes this Monday. So you want to fetch your lucky numbers now. Over $2,500 in cash and prizes have been given away this past year. That Doggo Lotto has been happening. Got to make sure that you're a part of it. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping. Looks like the infield in particular looking really good here at Willcox Cowboys baseball field. And if you want your yard looking green all summer long, you need Grasshopper Landscaping. The Trejo family and team is ready to help you have quality from the ground up. Or if you need some artificial grass or you need some extra rock, some hardscaping, they're there to help at Grasshopper Landscaping. Visit them on Facebook or just Google Grasshopper Landscaping. Top of the second inning here in Willcox. Number 22, Ryan Osterman, leading off here. Double deuce here in the top of the second. Pitch from Jahir. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 1-0 lead for Kingman Academy. That pitch low in the dirt evens the count, 1-1. Reyes with the windup and the pitch gets past the catcher. No runners on. Nobody to advance. 2 balls, 1 strike. On this Wednesday, April 29th. Just a few weeks left in the school year for the 2A high schools. Beautiful patience by Ryan Osterman, the sophomore. Takes the count to 3-1. Watches that one all the way down. So payoff pitch coming from Jahir Reyes. Full count. And that is fisted. A bouncer over to first. It's going to be a foot race to the bag, and they don't get there in time. Osterman races out the infield single. I'm not sure if the first baseman ever got the ball out of his glove. It kind of danced around his glove. Jahir was there to try to take the throw. But unfortunately, Christian Teeter's not able to get the ball out. They put in a pinch runner for Osterman. So Aiden Wildebauer is the pinch runner. Hey, maybe you're watching us from Kingman. Let us know in the live chat. Absolutely would love to hear from you. As Cormac Cone takes his first at-bat here with a 1 off. Top of the second inning. His team leads 1-0. He shows bunt. Didn't pull the bat back in time. 0-1. They're holding the runner on first base. Nice pitch. 0-2. And that is up in the air. Oh, it was in play. Good hustle by Teeters to get over there. So still a 2-strike count. To Cormac Cone. Throw back over to first base. A good move, good throw, good tag. But the pinch runner, Aiden, got back there in time. And that is a call. Strike 3 on the breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate. That strikeout brought to you by our good friends at Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan, now available in Sierra Vista. Lucas M. is all I have as the ball gets past the second throw from Jahir. The second pickoff move going into right field. Advances the runner with 1 down. That puts Aiden in scoring position for Lucas at the plate. High pitch, 1-0 in a 1-0 game with 1 on and 1 down. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jahir ahead in the count with 1 down and 1 on. Fakes the, well, he does throw back. No one was really covering second base, but Aiden slid back in. So they're not holding the runner on second. That was why it was interesting to have the throwback. We're in the top of the second. Lucas at the plate. Jahir on the mound. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Lucas from Kingman Academy out of the 2A West. That is a shot that goes in to left field. Runner will round third and will stay there. So Aiden is on first. Aiden is on third. Lucas is on first. Runners on the corners with 1 down. That brings up Jackson Otto. So actually holding both runners on, practically. Throw over to first base. And that's a line drive to the shortstop. Flips it to the second baseman. One-hands it. Throws it over to first for the double play. A fantastic defensive play by the Cowboys. Gets them out of a jam. And that run does not count. They put the run on the board. It does not count. It is still 1-0. On that fantastic defensive gem by the Cowboys. We'll head to the bottom of the second and see how they respond with their bats momentarily. And first we say thank you to Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Right now they want to buy your car, your truck, your SUV. You can get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, serving the community for 4.5 decades with the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches. Proud to support our live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live. Thank you to Sonic on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Hey, it is Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's Wacky Pack Wednesday. Kids meals just $2.49 today. And of course, Thursday, tomorrow, is 99-cent corn dog day. Thank you to our good friends at Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10-plus years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of the local sports programs and local athletes. Thank you to our good friends at the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to the real estate experts at the Sherry Ethel team. Our number's in the post description. Thank you to the Bausinger family at Eagle Plumbing. If you want to flush like an eagle, they've been providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of our local sports. And thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, in Hereford, Palominas. Make an appointment with one of their medical providers today. And a game powered by SSVEC. It's Jeff Davenport on the call, John Berger behind the camera. Dan Powers back in the studio, giving you the replays and the graphics and everything else on a swing and a miss by number 8, Asher Ward. 0-1 off the arm of Pax McFadden from Kingman Academy. 2 straight throws, 2 straight swings, 2 straight misses. 0-2. To the sophomore, Asher Ward. A lot of these athletes are multiple sport athletes. You recognize their names from the football season. You recognize their names from the wrestling team, from basketball. They are well-rounded athletes here in Willcox. That pitch low and away, evens account, 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the second. Oh, fantastic athletes all around here at Willcox High School. I think you're seeing the same thing from Kingman Academy as there's a swing and a miss. One up, one down. That brings up Teeters, the first baseman. Christian Teeters, the senior. And that is kind of in an interesting spot in the bat, but swinging on that first pitch, a base hit into right field, a one-out single for Teeters. Has the tying run aboard for the Cowboys. Caleb Cook, the junior, steps into the batter's box. Beautiful fastball at the knees, 0-1. First base coach tells Caleb, you swing away. He gets a piece of it. It's up in the air, lofted to center. Center fielder comes in, makes the catch. So 2 down. That'll bring up number 44. I don't have 44 on my Max Preps roster.
Number 44.
Brendan Douglas, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Brendan Douglas in the batter's box. With 2 down. Oh, calls a strike. Boy, that looked a little high from here. But the umpire has a better view than we do. Grounder going to second. Caught it on 2 hops. Soft toss over to first. The force. Willcox will leave one on. Get none across. It stays 1-0 as we head to the top of the third. Thank you so much for joining us for the award-winning Cool FM Sports here in Willcox, Arizona. Powered by SSVEC and brought to you by the MORSE Automotive Group. Sierra Vista, Cochise County, even here in Willcox, is backed by MORSE. John and I had the pleasure of going over to the MORSE Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership yesterday, because today is Wednesday. That was yesterday on Tuesday, and we got to see the Jeep Cherokee, the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, beautiful vehicle in that classic green, the classic Army green that you know Jeep has, and it was a hybrid that got like 38 miles. Yeah, 38 miles a gallon. Absolutely amazing vehicle. If you're looking for a good family economical vehicle, make sure you stop by Ed Morse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on South Highway 92 in Sierra Vista. Hey, American Southwest Credit Union has their location right down this little street called I-10 over in Benson. Of course, they have their locations in Douglas and Sierra Vista, in Sahuarita, just about everywhere. And American Southwest Credit Union, you know, at ASCU, your money stays local. They're a member NCUA and an equal opportunity lender. TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. You can stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve thanks to TWN Communications. Top of the third underway as Riley Otto, the leadoff hitter for this team, is leading off the top of the third. That ball fouled away, 0-1. It's a 1-0 game here with a trip to the playoffs on the line. It's a play-in game, AIA sanctioned. As that pitch jogs a bit outside, as I make John chuckle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings at a high fastball, scooped up, tossed over to Teeters. 1 up, 1 down. So the chatter still coming from the Tigers dugout. Kingman, you got to make a long drive down. I mean, Kingman's almost, you're like less than an hour from Las Vegas when you're in Kingman. Baylor short. in the batter's box watches that called strike. And that was a little bit, I think he said outside. You can hear, this is one of the famous umpires who actually christened us the award-winning Cool FM Sports. This is the same umpire that we've seen in Benson on multiple occasions, and it was at Benson High School that he came up to me and tapped me on the shoulder while I was doing an ad read and said, "Here, you deserve a game ball. You're doing a great job." And I said, "Todd, do you know what that means?" Todd goes, "What does that mean, Jeff? Jeff, what does that mean?" I said, "Todd, that means that we're the award-winning Cool FM Sports." "Well, Jeff, you're right. That does mean that." 2 balls, 2 strikes to Baylor short. Swing and a miss. Jahir Reyes hitting his stride here. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 3rd. They throw the ball around the horn. As they bring up the pitcher, Pax McFadden. His second at-bat in this game here in the top of the 3rd. Oh, what a breaking pitch. That was gorgeous. 0-1. And that is a line drive into left field on one hop, picked up by the left fielder, Pax McFadden. A 2-out single puts him aboard. And we'll bring up Gavin Hopper. So not sending a pinch runner in for the pitcher. Pax stays on first. That pitch low, ball 1. Swing and a miss, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on with 2 down. Oh, my goodness. That curveball locked him up. Gavin didn't know what he was seeing there. A 2-strike count. Jahir makes another strikeout. So Kingman Academy will strand 1. They still lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Thanks to all of our sports sponsors making this coverage possible as Willcox will gather the infield outside the dugout. Gather the entire team just on the 3rd baseline there while we thank our friends at Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC, the turf box sponsor for the Doggo Lotto every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. Online at prestigesierravista.com for all your home remodeling needs. Give Jason and Heather a call, and they'll stop by and show you all that they can do. Thank you to our good friends, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. They're the presenting sponsor of our Smashers On golf show every Tuesday. Remember, the championship is coming up for this particular heat of Smashers On. Will be coming up this coming Tuesday, and it will have a different start time. We've been starting at 5 o'clock for as long as we've been doing it, I believe, and now we'll do a 7 p.m. start time for Smashers this coming Tuesday. We'd love for you to be there at the Sierra Vista Golf Center's driving range to be able to cheer on your favorite athletes that have been getting on that driving range and winning over the past 5 weeks. The 5 winners will unite, and we will see who will get that $500 gift card to the Sierra Vista Golf Center. Thanks to Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, local, reliable, professional, being the presenting sponsor of our Smashers On coverage. Thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors, Cameron and his team at SouthernArizonaSHS.com, where the seniors are caregivers themselves, or the caregivers are seniors themselves, I should say, who show up ready to exceed expectations. So, bottom of the 3rd, Willcox down 1-0. And Willcox back to the top of their order. As Jahir, the pitcher, ready to face Pax McFadden, his pitching counterpart. That pitch goes high, 1-0. Shortstop's playing deep on the grass. That is going to sail out of play. John and I made sure to park my wife's car far away to make sure there would be no damage. As we, behind some other vehicles, some work vehicles from the business across the street here at Willcox High School. 2 balls, 1 strike to the pitcher, Jahir Reyes. Wind up and the pitch from Pax goes high, 3-1. Hitter's pitch for Jahir. Sun starting to creep back out here in Willcox, Arizona. Swing and a miss. Boy, great green light and a great swing. That fastball coming in a little too hot. Payoff pitch with a full count throw coming from Pax. Here it comes. That goes outside for ball 4. So, here in the bottom of the 3rd, the tying run is aboard with no outs for Willcox. Brian Cuevas, 3rd baseman, at the plate. Tucker Stanback in the on-deck circle. Throw back over to first. So Willcox High School on a roll. Winning 5 of their last 6 games of the regular season to give them that number 13 seed here in the play-in. Fouled off to the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike to number 1-4, Brian Cuevas. That's going to be low and away. 2-1. 1 on, no down. From the stretch, 3rd baseman playing in. And that goes away. Boy, trying to get him to reach for that low and outside. Sniffing, but not swinging. It's another 3-1 count. And the runner goes, and that is in time. A stutter step by Jahir Reyes on first. Caused that slight hesitation for him to get there just a split second too late. As he is tagged out, attempting to steal. But it is a full count. Back-to-back batters get full counts. And swing and a miss. There was no contact. So Cuevas will run out. The pass ball 3rd strike. And again, Willcox has the tying run aboard here in the bottom of the 3rd. Tucker Stanback, the sophomore, at the plate. With 1 on, 1 down in a 1-0 game. Throw back over to first. That's something that Pax wasn't doing very much of through the first 2 innings, was throwing any pickoff moves, trying to keep the runners honest. That's a gorgeous fastball. 0-1. Shows bunt as that goes foul. Gets a piece of it. That'll try to keep the infield honest here for Kingman Academy, for the Tigers. Their third baseman, Jackson Otto, charging in. Get that ball that dribbled foul. Swing and a miss. The second out comes via strikeout. And we'll bring up Ty Scholl, the senior. He knows what's at stake. When you're a senior, it feels that much more dramatic, that much more pressure on you to make sure your final season, you make it through the play-in to get to the playoffs. 1 on, 2 outs. 1-0 to number 2, Ty Scholl. Fouled away. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nowhere near where I parked. A lot of chatter coming from the Willcox dugout. That goes low. Fastball makes it 2-1. And they're going to say, did he go? No. Checks his swing. It did not cross the plane. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that goes inside for ball 4. He dances to get out of the way. So the tying run, is on second base now. The go-ahead run on first with 2 down. A 2-out walk brings up Anthony Morales. Open. Fouled away, 0-1. Looks like quite a few blue shirts across the way there. There's a lot of folks coming in from Kingman to support their team in this play-in game. Making that long drive from northern Arizona. In a bus, maybe closer to at least 6. At least 6. Probably closer to 7. And that goes outside. 2-1. To Morales at the plate. A single could tie this game. Swing and a miss. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. Throw back to second. Good communication by the third base coach, telling the base runner exactly who's coming in behind him, what's going on. Anthony gets a piece of it, stays 2-2. Pax McFadden trying to pitch out of a jam. And that is a called strike 3. Pax does it. Willcox strands 2 here in the third. We'll head to the top of the 4th. It's still Kingman Academy 1, Willcox 0. Thank you to Desert RV in Wichita City, aiming to surpass to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. And if you're in the market for a travel trailer, fifth wheel, RV, check out desertrvcenter.com. Thank you to our good friends over at Berean Academy, a proud supporter of local sports where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Berean Academy, the Canyon Athletic Association football state champs 2 of the last 3 seasons. Champions are made at Berean Academy. Thank you to Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning 40 years. Offices in Tucson and just south of Sierra Vista and Hereford. Excuse me. Learn more at StanGreerMillworks.com and pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. Thank you to the world's #1 shelter dog game show, the Doggo Lotto. If you want to win some free stuff, you can register for free at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Get your lucky numbers, fetch your lucky numbers, and we will see if you could win around $450 in cash and prizes this Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. Check the post description for all of our sports sponsors. First pitch here in the top of the 4th is a swing and a miss by Johnny Romero off the arm of Jahir Reyes. Again, this is a tight game, anybody's game here in the 4th. That is way out in the front, 0-2 very quickly by Reyes. And a called strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes equals 1 down here in the top of the 4th. Number 22, Ryan Osterman stepping into the plate. Watch that ball go high, 1-0. That goes low and away. Ball 2 to number 22, Kingman Academy. Coming into this game, losing 4 of their last 5, you wonder if they just would have won 1 or 2 of those games, where the seeding would be. I mean, there's a chance that Willcox could be in Kingman if this was the other way around. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Osterman, the sophomore. Fouls that one away. So 2-2 to number 22. Swings, grounder to second base, thrown over to first. 2 down. It's number 7, Aiden Wildebauer, who came in as a pinch runner, stays in the game. As a hitter. And watches that go outside for ball 1. We're at the top of the 4th inning. Kingman Academy Tigers leading the Willcox Cowboys 1-0 as that ball goes in the dirt behind the catcher. 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. It was a great double play that ended the last inning for Kingman Academy as they were on the verge. They were on the prowl. The Tigers were on the prowl.
The weather is so nice today.
3-0, make it 4-0. Aiden is aboard. So a 2-out walk will bring up Lucas for Kingman Academy. And he lifts it high in the air to center field. Center fielder going back, tracks it, and makes the catch. That was Asher Ward out there in center. And that will retire the side. Kingman Academy not able to do anything with a 2-out walk. It stays 1-0, and we head to the bottom of the 4th. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, the Trejo family and team, making sure that the greater Sierra Vista area out there in Benson and St. David as well has the best quality care for your yard. Make your outdoor living space the best space possible. And don't forget, swimming season is upon us, and Grasshopper Landscaping has not only been the #1 landscaper in the best of Sierra Vista for the last 11 years, they've also been the #1 pool maintenance company for as many years as they've been doing pool maintenance. That's, I think, 4 years now. So if your pool needs a little bit of upkeep during summer swimming season, you can call Grasshopper Landscaping. They're the home of the tree doctor and the pool doctor. They're in Cochise County. Thank you so much to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Sierra Toyota in Sierra Vista. Wants to buy your car, your truck, your SUV, you can get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. That's literally what I did earlier this year. Right before we purchased our new vehicle, we decided that, yep, it's time to trade in our SUV. And they took our Toyota RAV4 hybrid, which I still drive, a Toyota RAV4 hybrid, where we traded one in. And you can get the exact dollar amount you're looking for. They gave it down to the dollar, exactly what we were looking for. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Asher Ward just made that catch for the 3rd out, and he's up to the bat, swings and misses, 0-1 as the sun peeks back out behind the clouds. It is a beautiful day for baseball here in Willcox, Arizona. Willcox down 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. And just like that, it's 0-2. Pax McFadden. He is the real deal on the mound for Kingman Academy. That goes outside, 1-2. You know, usually when we talk about Tigers in Cochise County, we're talking about St. David. But instead, the Tigers made a long drive from Kingman. The 1-2 pitch, fouled away to the backstop. Asher hanging in there. Multiple sport athlete from Willcox High School. And a running back, I want to say, too. I mean, I remember his name. Fouled away again. Hanging in there, keeping the count 1-2. Again, if you're watching from Kingman, we're so glad that you're tuning in. We love supporting our student athletes, no matter where they come from, as we cover the Cochise County area teams here on Cool FM Live. We're grateful to see the talent that is all around our state. That breaking pitch didn't really break. Runs the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The leadoff hitter in this inning, the bottom of the 4th, Asher Ward. Swing and a miss on the high heat. 1 down. That'll bring up Christian Teeters, the first baseman. You know, we do remember and respect that these are student athletes. These students, they had pop quizzes and homework, tests to study for. Possibly doing that was Kingman Academy on their drive down here. They'll probably be doing it on their drive home. That goes into the tree. Yeah, line drive foul ball into the tree. Watch out, Tweety, as Teeters tries to get Tweeters. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Strike 3. 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down. Caleb Cook looking to get a 2-out rally going for the Cowboys as they're down 1-0. This game is 1 hour old, and we are in the bottom of the 4th. So that ball was outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The chatter still coming from the Cowboys dugout. That pitch goes inside, 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. Pax on the mound. Throws that one in the dirt. Boy, that was a big fastball. You could hear the grunt all the way over here on the third base side from Pax as he released that ball. Payoff pitch coming. Full count throw with 2 down. That goes in the dirt for ball 4. So, a 2-out walk. Puts Caleb Cook aboard. And brings up number 44, whose name again was? Brendan Douglas, thank you. Not on the Max Preps roster here. We want to give Brendan his shout out. So 2 down, 1 on. The tying run is aboard for the Cowboys. Runner goes. Outside pitch. And that throw will go into center field. And he had a chance to possibly get to third base, but I don't know. That throw went all the way through. It wasn't even nicked. It just went straight into center field, and it would have been a mild, I guess, an easy throw for center field to get to third base. So it's probably best that he stayed exactly where he was as Brendan gets a grounder. That's a comebacker to the pitcher, goes off his glove, and Brendan races out the infield single. So runners are on the corners. The tying run, 90 feet away for Willcox here in the bottom of the 4th. And they're back to the top of the order. This is exactly where Willcox wants to be, even though they have 2 outs. So the comebacker off the glove of Pax. Started with a 2-out walk to Caleb Cook. They're holding the runner on first, but not on third. Caleb Cook is deceptively big. I'm just looking at him here on third base. Jahir watches a strike. Evens a count, 1-1 with runners on the corners. 2 down, bottom of the 4th. And now they're going to put in a pinch runner. Sending in number 13, who I don't have on the Max Prep. Max Preps is worthless today. What's going on? Who's number? Oh, okay.
I believe that's Alex Scholl.
So we believe it's Alex Scholl.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for your help. The runners on the corners, 1-1 counts to Jahir Reyes, the leadoff hitter for this team, the pitcher for this team. 2 down. Willcox's best chance to do something, gets a piece of it, fouls it away. So a 2-strike count. Pax ahead.
Jerry, you're on it.
And again, if you're watching us from Kingman, let us know in the live chat. Share this video in your Facebook groups to Kingman. Runner goes. Grounder to third. Oh, scooped up. Beautiful throw by number 6, Jackson Otto. And that was the closest that Willcox has been to tying this game. They strand 2. We'll head to the top of the 5th. It is still Kingman Academy 1. Willcox 0. Thank you to our sports sponsors here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports, like Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, your home for the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches for over 4.5 decades. Proud to support our live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live, the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Thank you also to Sonic Sierra Vista. Boy, if you got the cravings for a Wacky Pack Wednesday kids meal, it is just $2.49 all day long. Just past the top of the 5 o'clock hour here in Arizona. If you're watching us from back in Sierra Vista, you know the place to go for that $2.49 kids meal is Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10 plus years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of our local sports programs and these athletes you are seeing on the field right now. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, looking to buy or sell your home or land all across Cochise County. Even here in Willcox, you need to contact Sherry Ethel and the Ethel team. Their phone number is in the post description. Thank you to Bobby Balsinger and the Balsinger family at Eagle Plumbing. If you want to flush like an eagle, all you got to do is make sure you get in touch with Eagle Plumbing. Family owned and trusted for over 50 years. They're just one call away. Proud supporters of our local sports. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, in the Hereford-Palominas area. And thank you to Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, powering our live stream sports coverage all year long. Thank you to the MORSE Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, and Cochise County are backed by Morse. All of our sports sponsors are in the post description. It is the bottom of the, top of the fifth. The Tigers are at the plate, specifically number 6, Jackson Otto, who snagged that third base, that hit to third, threw it over to first to force that third out in the bottom of the fourth. He watches that pitch from Jahir go into the dirt, 1-0. It's number 6 versus number 6. Strike called. Evens account here at Willcox Cowboys Baseball Stadium, the agricultural heartland of Cochise County. This is one of 8 different play-in games happening across the state of Arizona in the 2A. That evens account, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Off the arm of Jahir. They are not warming up anybody in the bullpen. We're standing literally right next to it. Swing and a miss. That strikeout powered by SSVEC. 1 down. Number 16, Riley Otto. Shows bunt, pulls back just in time as that pitch goes low, 1-0. So Willcox has, no, they were just double checking to make sure that he did not go, that the call was correct from the home plate umpire. Willcox so close, getting some runs on the board, but all of their efforts happening with 2 outs. That's a strike by Jahir. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down, nobody on. And Riley watches strike 2. So Jahir ahead in the count. Big windup. Almost gets him to go. They had to see if the first base umpire saw that bat break the plane. It did not. Evens account, 2-2 to Riley. Like I said, if you're watching us from the Kingman area, please do us a favor, share that video. And my goodness, Riley thought that was a ball at the knees, but it was a called strike 3. 2 down. That brings up Baylor short. Ooh, inside. 1-1. Called strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Jahir finding his rhythm. Full windup. The 2-strike pitch. Wow. Catcher tried to frame that one. The umpire did not budge. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Top of the 5th inning. Pops him up. Where's that going to land? Just on the fringe of the outfield. Caught by Ty, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th and see if Willcox can get 1 across and tie this game. It is still Kingman Academy 1, Willcox 0. Thank you to our good friends at American Southwest Credit Union with a location in Benson, Arizona, about 30 miles right down the road, called I-10. They know that high school sports builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud at ASCU. Your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. Thank you to TWN Communications, delivering that high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. TWN Communications. PrestigeSierraVista.com is the internet home of Prestige Remodeling and Restoration. They were one of the title sponsors of the Rise AZ Music Festival going on Saturday in Sierra Vista. This past weekend, had thousands of people out at the park over the course of the day. A lot of fun music and fun people. And talking to Jason and Heather during the day, they were so excited to be a part of that, investing a heck of a lot of money. And they make the investment to be a part of the award-winning Cool FM Sports as well, and we're grateful for their investment. Pioneering a visionary approach of customer-centric service. You can find Prestige Remodeling and Restoration online at PrestigeSierraVista.com. They are also our Turf Box sponsor at the Doggo Lotto. Thank you to Vista Pros, one of the ball tube sponsors for Doggo Lotto, as well as the Smashers On sponsor every Tuesday night, moving to 7 p.m. this coming Tuesday. Vista Pros, heating and cooling, local, reliable, professional. Check the postscription for all of our sports sponsors. Willcox had their best chance of getting 1 across home plate in the bottom of the 4th, as they had a runner on 3rd with 2 down, but it was not meant to be. We'll see if they can do it here in the bottom of the 5th. Brian Cuevas leads off for Willcox as they're down 1-0. Pack stays in to pitch for the Tigers, and that is a line drive shot to short. First pitch thrown over to first, caught by the first baseman. 1 throw, 1 out. Tucker stands back from home plate as he is ready to step into the batter's box with Ty Shaw in the on-deck circle for the Cowboys. Home plate umpire checking on the catcher of Kingman Academy. He's one of the best in the business. And that is a shot that gets through underneath the glove of the third baseman, Jackson Otto, into left field. Tucker is aboard with 1 out. So the tying run stands on first base for Willcox here in the bottom of the 5th, and Ty Shaw will have his at-bat. See what they can do with 1 out. Pax from the stretch, throws back over to first. Gets the signal from the third base coach. Swinging away to the right fielder and catches it. One-handed up high. Boy, it was almost a misjudged play. He started to come in, had to raise his arm all the way up to catch that ball, but he did. And once again, we're down to 2 out with 1 on for Willcox. In the bottom of the 5th, number 5, Anthony Morales will come to the plate for the Cowboys. It is anybody's game here, and a trip to the playoffs at stake. A good lead, but gets back in time, does Tucker. The sophomore. Runner goes. And I think he made it. It's called safe. So Tucker gets into scoring position with 2 outs. A 1-0 count to Anthony. From the stretch, Pax. Foul to the backstop. Evens the count 1-1. Asher chases that foul ball. Heads back to the on-deck circle. Well, Anthony faces the 1-1 pitch from Pax. And that goes inside, 2-1. A lot of dust flowing around here. I feel like I have to sneeze. It's one of those things where it's like, do I have to sneeze? Or can I force myself to not sneeze? To sneeze or not to sneeze? That is the question. And that has popped up. Is it going to stay in the field of play? Boy, it did. But the first baseman and the pitcher, neither were able to get there. I thought there was enough time. But it lands right in front of the Tigers' dugout. And deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner on second. To Anthony at the plate. The pickoff move, safe. Nice job by the shortstop from the Tigers to sneak in behind. It's Riley Otto, the shortstop for Kingman. Runner goes. And it didn't matter because it was a swing and a miss for strike 3. And unfortunately, Tucker comes up limping and ripped a hole in the hamstring part of his right leg of the pants. And he slid in hard to third base, all for naught on the swing and a miss. They were going for a hit and run with 2 strikes. So Willcox strands a runner. We've been saying that all game long. And we'll head to the top of the 6th. Kingman Academy has that 1-0 lead. You hear staying on the mound for Willcox as we say thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations. Find them online at southernarizonaSHS.com or give them a call. Their phone number is in the post description. Thank you to Jeff Rose and the entire team out there at Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships like what they're doing right now here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports, through veteran support, which we've seen them do time and time again, and community fundraising events, which we have also seen them do many times over the course of their existence. If you're in the market for a fifth-wheel travel trailer or RV, head to DesertRVCenter.com. Thank you to Berean Academy, 2 of the 3 last state championship football teams for the Canyon Athletic Association. The hardware has come home with Berean Academy in Sierra Vista, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Check the post description for all of our sports sponsors. It's pitcher versus pitcher. Jahir throws a strike past Pax. Watch it. Strike 1 go by. And that is a line drive shot that's going to go into right center field. Takes 1 bounce and goes over the wall. It'll be a ground rule double for Pax McFadden. He stands on second base with a leadoff double for the Tigers. And Gavin Hopper will hop into the batter's box. What a shot to right field on one hop. Went over the wall. And that gets past the first baseman into right field. Will they wave him home? No. They will stop Pax at third. So, runners on the corners. The Tigers are on the prowl here in the top of the sixth with no outs. Johnny Romero at bat for Kingman Academy. Runner goes on a hit and run. They'll throw the force home to try to get him. They will call him out. Runner goes to third, and they get the craziest double play you will ever see. A throw out at home, and then a throw out at third. Wait, no, now they're saying safe? The runner is standing on third. So the runner will stand on third until we get the official word. Boy, that was a bang play. The replay of that probably being shown right now by Doggo Lotto Dan in the studio. That was such a close play at home plate. I think the catcher for Willcox was blocking it just enough. And it is a double play. Getting the throw out at home and then the throw out at third. That's the second double play of this game by the Willcox defense. And just when it looked as if Kingman Academy was going to be putting up some more runs in this 1-0 game, the Willcox defense puts a halt to it. The Cowboys said, whoa, Nelly. Ryan Osterman has a 1-0 count. Now a 2-0 count with 1 on and 2 down. A bang play at home, followed up by a bang play at third. And the force out at first on the ground ball to second will retire the side. Just when the Tigers looked like they were going to pounce on the Cowboys, the Willcox defense steps up big time. And will that lead to their offense getting the bats in gear in the bottom of the sixth? We'll find out. It's still 1-0. Start sharing this game around, especially if you are up in Kingman. My goodness gracious, share this to all your favorite Kingman Facebook pages. Let them know what is going on up here, down here in Willcox, Arizona. We travel up, so to speak, travel north from Sierra Vista to get here for this game. So, and Pax will come back out to the mound. Well, we'll see. We'll see how he does. If the bats start coming alive here in the bottom of the sixth, I mean, Pax has pitched a strong game. There is no doubt. But this game being sponsored by Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning over 4 decades, with their office in Tucson, Arizona, as well as just south of Sierra Vista on Highway 92. You can discover more at StanGreerMillworks.com. Pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. We've had our custom doors and windows made from Stan Greer Millworks in our home. Thank you to the #1 Shelter Dog Game Show on the face of the planet, the Doggo Lotto. Fetch your lucky numbers for free and possibly have a chance to win $450 in cash and prizes this Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time, when you go to coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Over $2,500 in cash and prizes given away. Looking to make that closer to $3,000 here. Coming up, thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, the Trejo family and team, keeping your outdoor living space active all year long. And with summer swim season coming, make sure that your pool is covered by our good friends at Grasshopper Landscaping, voted the #1 pool maintenance company and #1 landscaper so many years in a row. Pax McFadden stays on the mound for Kingman Academy. showing bunt is Asher Ward trying to run it out. The pitcher, the hit off the bat goes foul. As Ty will come in right behind us here in the bullpen. He'll start taking some warm-up throws. We'll see if that means the end of the day for Jahir on the mound. It's a 0-1 count. And another bunt that goes really long, but gets run out. Asher Ward is aboard. The leadoff hitter aboard. The tying run aboard for Willcox here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, it was a pop fly bunt that landed out of reach of the pitcher to the second baseman that just kind of died right on the grass as the second baseman was playing too far back to be able to make a play on it. Teeters at the plate for the Cowboys. And he puts a bunt down. The catcher comes out and collides with his pitcher. They throw back to first, and the runner is safe. Almost a disaster for Pax, the pitcher, as he slid right into his catcher to try to get out of his way. But nonetheless, 1 out. That'll bring up Caleb Cook. A throwback over to first. So much chatter coming. Runner goes, swing and a miss. The throw down to second, not in time. So the tying run stands on second base with 1 out. A 1-0 count. No, it should be 1-1 count. That was a swing and a miss. The throwback, and they got him. And the third base coach will come out to have a word. And Asher Ward is beside himself. He says the guy didn't even touch me. But the umpire has the best look. And that will make 2 outs. Nobody on. So Willcox keeps knocking on the door and keeps coming up short. They need Caleb Cook to do something big with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. That goes fouled. 2-strike count. That's okay. That was just a tough play. Swing and a miss. Willcox with a chance, but they do not get a run across. The shutout continues, and we head to the bottom of the 6th. I'm sorry, top of the 7th. So, Kingman Academy leads 1-0 as they look to add any insurance runs to this very slim margin. And it appears that Jahir will pitch a complete game. He's in, well, we won't know if he'll pitch a complete game or not. He is in the game on the mound here in the 7th inning. The play-in, the chance to the playoffs. Brought to you by Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan, now available in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Sierra Toyota right now on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. They want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. You can get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less, and no vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza, the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches for over 4.5 decades. Since I was in high school, Vinny's Pizza has been the best place to eat pizza, wings, and sandwiches. Right there on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista. You can see all of our sports sponsors in the post description, like Sonic of Sierra Vista's Wacky Pack Wednesday Kids Meals, $2.49. Duran Plumbing, serving Cochise County for over 10 years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Check out Duran Plumbing. So, Aiden at the plate for Kingman, leading off the top of the 7th. Watch a strike one go by off the arm of Jahir Reyes. Pops him up to center field. Sun in the face of the center fielder. Asher makes the catch anyway. And without a shoe and without a hat, he makes the catch, one down. Lucas comes to the batter's box for Kingman Academy with one down. The play-in game, so much riding on this game, and it has been a pitcher's duel. Each team has had their chance to add some extra runs. And Kingman Academy looking to put some insurance runs across the plate because they've got one down in a 1-0 game. That ball will even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. Top of the 7th. I believe this game would be 0-0 had it not been for the errors thrown to first base on the pickoff moves. And that is a called strike 3, powered by SSVEC. So 2 down. Brings up the third baseman, Jackson Otto. For Kingman Academy. Kind of wearing some Buena Blue colors, you know? I got the Buena Blue. One and 0 count. That is a strike called. Right on the edge, the outside part of the plate. Foul to the backstop. A 2-strike count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jahir ahead with 2 down, nobody on. The windup from Jahir. Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the final 3 outs of this game. And Willcox, with their backs against the wall, down by 1. A chance to get to the playoffs at stake for the Cowboys. They will huddle up outside their dugout. And it is time to see some sticks from Willcox. Leave some love in the live chat as we have one of the closest games you will ever see. Just past the bottom of the hour, here in Willcox, Arizona, Kingman Academy leads by 1. Thank you to all of our sports sponsors, including the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, looking to buy or sell your home or land all across Cochise County. Make your first call to your real estate experts at the Sherry Ethel team. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 5 decades. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They are just 1 call away Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, and in Hereford Palominas in Cochise County. Contact one of their healthcare providers today. Thank you to the MORSE Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, Willcox. All of Cochise County is backed by MORSE, so it will be a complete game for Jahir. And Pax is looking for a complete game as well. Activate the live chats. We're down to the final 3 outs, possibly, for Willcox, as Brendan, number 44, is at the plate. I've said his name twice. I hope I'm remembering it right. Number 44 is Brendan? Brendan, yes, all right. It only took him 3 at-bats for me to remember his name. No thanks to our good friends at Max Preps with their rosters. So, looks like some switches going on right now for Willcox. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Willcox has not had a run come across the plate this entire game. A pitcher's duel between Jahir and Pax. And Pax, his first pitch in the bottom of the 7th, is a called strike. Kingman Academy 3 outs away from advancing to the state championship brackets. Swing and a miss, 0-2. To the state tournament, a trip to the playoffs. Boy, the effort and energy and grunt from Pax on the mound. Not getting Brendan to chase the ball outside. 1-2. Fouled back. Brendan hangs in there. Battling Brendan. Jahir is in the on-deck circle. The number 2 batter slated for this bottom of the 7th. Hangs in there. Again, another foul ball to the backstop. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pax with the windup and the pitch. That goes in the dirt to the backstop. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. The last chance for Willcox. Foul tipped. Count remains 2-2. He's seeing a lot of pitches, and Pax has thrown a lot of pitches here today. Don't forget, we're still over a week away from the playoffs actually starting. They start on May 8th. It's the first round for the 2A. So these teams will have plenty of, either one that's going on, will have plenty of time to rest. So they're leaving it all on the line today. The catcher tries to frame that pitch. The umpire does not go for it. The count runs full to the leadoff hitter, Brendan. Good eye by number 44. And that is a called strike 3 on the high and outside part of the plate. Kingman Academy 2 outs away from advancing to the 2A state tournament. And that might be the end of the day for Pax. It is. Kingman Academy will bring in the reliever, number 4, Baylor Short, to try to obtain those final 2 outs and get the save in this 1-0 game. As Baylor takes some warm-up throws, we'll take a minute to thank our sponsors. like the MORSE Automotive Group, American Southwest Credit Union, TWN Communications, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC, Vista Pros, Heating and Cooling, Seniors Helping Seniors at Southern Arizona, SHS.com, Desert RV in Huachuca City at DesertRVCenter.com, Berean Academy in Sierra Vista, Stan Greer Millworks at StanGreerMillworks.com, The Doggo Lotto at CoolFMOnline.com/Doggo Lotto, Grasshopper Landscaping, Aloe Fiber at AloeFiber.com, Sierra Toyota on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista, Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, Sonic Drive-In on East Fry Boulevard, Wacky Pack Wednesday, $2.49 kids meals going on today. If you're watching us from Sierra Vista, stop by for your Wacky Pack Wednesday kids meals. Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Eagle Plumbing, and Copper Queen Community Hospital. You can see all of our sports sponsors in the post description, and again, powered by SSVEC. There is one down. Jahir Reyes pitched a complete game for his team. He steps into the batter's box with one down. Only gave up one run. I believe it was unearned as it came in on a couple of errors by the Willcox team. That ball is popped up. Does it stay in play? No. That was a car shot. I mean, they literally park right there. You're kind of asking for it, but 0-1 count. A breaking pitch. Breaks too early. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. Jahir Reyes pitched a complete game. Only gave up 1 run that I'm not sure was earned. Watches that pitch by Baylor short come up short. 2-1. The windup and the pitch. Beautiful. 2-2. He was watching that one all the way. Jahir's going to get that bat off the shoulder. Get that ball in play and try to get aboard. He does. Drives it into left center field. It'll be an extra base hit for Jahir. He heads to second. He stops at second. It is a 1-out double for Jahir. The tying run in this game stands on second base. So I just heard the coach whisper to Jahir about watch for the wild pitch and get ready to head to third. Because Baylor short, maybe the third base coach seeing some control issues with him. Brian Cuevas, the third baseman. They throw back to second. Riley Otto makes the catch from short. Third baseman Jackson Otto in at third. And that gets past the catcher. Predicted. The prophecy has come true. Here makes it to third. The tying run, 90 feet away, with only 1 out. And a 1-0 count to Cuevas. You wonder if you should leave the pitcher in that started this game. How will Baylor react to the pressure of having a runner on third? He throws a strike. It's 1-1 to Brian Cuevas. A base hit will tie this game and put the game-winning run on base for Willcox. That is in center field, right center field. We've got a tie game. And the game-winning run stands on first base for Willcox with one out. Jahir's one-out double. And the pass ball that pushed him to third drives him home. The first run of the game for Willcox comes in the bottom of the seventh when it counts the most. Tucker at the plate. Watches that ball go low and away. Ball one. And the head coach for Kingman Academy wondering, maybe it was a pitch count issue to get Pax out of the game. That's going to be a called strike. So we could be getting some bonus baseball, or we could just call it. This game, 1 hour and 45 minutes old. Catcher tried to frame that pitch. Home plate umpire didn't go for it. 2-1. To Tucker. Cuevas with the RBI single to tie this game. And that is a big shot into right field. The right fielder, it goes over his head. They're going to run. Cuevas around. Will they send him home? No, they don't. Cuevas had to wait the extra half second, thinking that the ball could be caught. It was the right call to wait, but the game-winning run for Willcox stands on third. Tucker Stamback hits the ball into right field just over the head of the right fielder, and they make an intentional walk to load the bases. So Ty will head down to first, and Anthony Morales will have the chance to play hero in the bottom of the seventh and send his team to the 2A state tournament. This game, what a way to finish off the season, literally getting ready for the postseason. One of 8 play-in games happening across the state of Arizona in the 2A. You're watching one of them live here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. It is a tie game in the bottom of the seventh. Bases are loaded with one out in a game brought to you by SSVEC, powered by SSVEC. Baylor Short had to come in relief. Pax got that first out. Nobody was on base. And now, with one out, bases are loaded. The game-winning run to send Willcox to the 2A state tournament stands on third in the form of Brian Cuevas. Anthony Morales, the junior, at the plate. The infield in to get the force at home. Line drive into center. Game over. Willcox is going to the state tournament. The celebration on the field for what this means. Willcox waited until it counted the most. In the bottom of the seventh, they got the 2 runs across that they needed to win the play-in game and send themselves to the 2A state tournament. The playoffs will start on May 8th, and Willcox punches their ticket. In a game brought to you by Copper Queen Community Hospital, Eagle Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Duran Plumbing, Sonic on East Fry Boulevard, Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, Aloe Fiber, Grasshopper Landscape, The Doggo Lotto, Stan Greer Millworks, Berean Academy, Desert RV in Huachuca City, Seniors Helping Seniors, Vista Pros, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, TWN Communications, American Southwest Credit Union, the MORSE Automotive Group, and powered by SSVEC. Willcox does it. They win 2-0 as the team gets ready to run some laps here and do some sprints to finish their season with that 2-1 win over a very fierce Kingman Academy. My goodness, we wish them the safest of travels as they head back up north. But thank you so much for tuning in to the award-winning Cool FM Sports as you watch the Cowboys cowboy up and saddle up and make the run to the playoffs starting on May 8th. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Safe travels to everybody who's heading home and watching this game. Safe travels to us going back to Sierra Vista. Thank you to Doggo Lotto Dan in the studio. John Berger behind the camera. I'm Jeff Davenport signing off from the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Willcox punches their ticket to the playoffs in a 2-1 victory. We will check in with you again later on.